Welcome to Black and Gold Today, brought to you by Ray Brandt Infinity. I'm Rachel Whittaker. Saturday marks 5 years since the Saints won Super Bowl 44. So here for a special flashback with me is Jeff Duncan. Well, Jeff, that team did everything well. They scored 9 defensive touchdowns, which, by the way, that's their combined total since then. And they ranked 6th in rushing, and Drew Brees was pristine. And so what made you know that this team might be special?
Well, you could really sense it, Rachel, early in the offseason, as far back as the offseason, that the team was really confident going into the year. They were kind of flying under the radar, not very many people picking them to be a dominant team. And I think the moment I realized that they could be special was down in Miami. They played a game early in the year. I can't remember if it was week 5 or week 6, but they were just coming off a big emotional home win against the New York Giants, where they played really well. They go down to Miami, have the typical flat opening to the game, and it's a game that normally you would lose. Things weren't going their way. They were down double digits on the road, and they found a way to come back in that game. And I'm sure Saints fans will remember Drew Brees leaping over the top.
Dunked through the goalpost.
Yes, yeah. Reggie Bush flying around, and they came back and won that game handily, double digits after being down by a large margin. And it occurred to me that that's a game normally they would lose. And not only did they come back and win, but they came back and dominated. And then they swept through the first half of the season. They were one of 7 teams in NFL history to start 13-0. Yeah. So this wasn't just a team that rode fate. This was a dominant football team. And I think the further we get away from that season, the more we realize just how special it was. Right.
They won 9 games by double digits that season. Just unreal. In that Miami game, I believe they were down 21 points and came back. So definitely a great point that you made right there. And up next, we'll look at the Super Bowl game.
Affordable luxury is here at the Ray Brandt Infinity Pre-Owned Center. Over 100 of the world's finest luxury cars and trucks are on sale. Infiniti, Acura, BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Lexus, Porsche, Land Rover, Jaguar, and more, all within reach. And special low luxury financing rates makes it easy to buy. Affordable luxury is here at Ray Brandt Infinity of Metairie Pre-Owned Center, 3700 North Causeway Boulevard, Metairie.
Welcome back. Well, Jeff, the ambush onside kick, Tracy Porter's pick 6 naturally to seal the win, essentially. Pierre Thomas's go-ahead touchdown, the Saints' first touchdown in Super Bowl history on a famous screen pass. So, but they trailed the whole first half. So, what made you confident, or were you confident that they could come back and win?
Oh, I was definitely confident. I felt they were the best team going into the game, even though they were underdogs. I felt that they played a tougher schedule, and just they seemed to have they were on a mission in that game. I think it meant more to them to win a Super Bowl, even though I know Indianapolis wanted to win one. They won one just a few years earlier, and you could sense it right before halftime. If you remember, the Saints got a late field goal right before halftime, and I think Indianapolis played that very conservatively. It reminds me a little bit about how Mike McCarthy played the Green Bay Packers Seattle Seahawks NFC Championship game this year. You've got to score touchdowns, you've got to be aggressive, and I thought Indianapolis got really conservative there, and then once the Saints were able to get some momentum, get the onside kick to start the second half, you could sense that game flipped momentum-wise. Drew Brees started finding a rhythm. He was magnificent in the second half, and you could see that Indianapolis wasn't going to be able to stop the Saints. It was going to really come down to the Saints' defense. Could they stop Peyton Manning? And of course, we saw they did.
Yes, they absolutely did, and one of the best moments in Saints history, if not the best. And you know, they haven't been close to that, haven't reached the NFC Championship since then, but like we've talked about, a lot of moves can be made this offseason that might get them back to the postseason. Well, Jeff, thanks so much. It's been fun this year.
Yeah, always fun looking back at that special season.
And thank you for watching Black and Gold Today all year. We'll see you in free agency.